Threats against our children have never been greater. There is bullying in schools, there's bullying on social media that leads to suicide. There is an endless amount of threats through our mass media, polluting our kids and reducing them as human beings. God has a plan for protecting kids from evil. It's called a dad. Welcome to Put Dads on Duty. Here we practice skills that have been long forgotten that help us to be better protectors as dads. We practice skills that help our sons to grow into better protectors. We start with the fundamentals, but we go way past the fundamentals to very advanced skill sets here. In the last episode, we remembered how to listen and we practiced that skill set. In this episode, we are going to practice breathing. We are going to relearn how to breathe and learn the great value of breathing in our skill set. Ultimately, we will learn breathing for combat applications. Okay, so for breathing, there's lots of techniques for breathing in stress reduction and then moving on to development physically, mentally, and spiritually. Everyone knows that if you take a deep breath, that's a great way to let go of stress. So let's start there. Common application, everybody take a deep breath. So the basic application is you take a deep breath, you pause and hold it for a moment, exhale slowly, let go of tension. Okay, let's do that again. And again. And again. Deep breathing stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. That is what helps us to know that we are relaxed and stimulates the relaxation messaging and hormones and physiology in our bodies and in our minds. Shallow breathing, panting, is the sympathetic nervous system. So how many of us sit in front of a computer all day, maybe not sitting up straight like we should be, and forget about breathing, of course, and end up breathing very shallow all day long? So what we're messaging our system to do is the freeze, flight, or fight response of shallow breathing in sympathetic nervous system. What we can do is we can overcome that while we're working on the computer, while we're going throughout our day, while we're driving, and begin to actively, consciously stimulate our parasympathetic nervous system by taking a deep breath. So I need to start doing that all day long, throughout my day. Okay, so let's add some more to that. Some common methods for deep breathing and stimulating the relaxation response is box breathing. For example, long inhale, pause, exhale, pause. That's a 4-count breathing cycle. That's called box breathing. Long inhale, pause, long exhale, pause. Some other aspects of technical breathing correctly is breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Another method is only breathing through your nose, in through your nose, out through your nose. That is a great technique to apply while doing exercise, like going for a run, going for a walk. If you can discipline yourself to only breathe through your nose while you're running, it changes your physiology. It's difficult to do at first. You can do that eventually. Apache runners, Navajo runners used to put water in their mouths, and they would hold the water while they ran. So mouth breathing was not possible, or they would end up spilling the water. They would carry water from place to place in their mouths that way. So that's a technique you should try, you should practice. It takes discipline. Developing discipline is part of the protector skill set. So discipline in breathing is a way to increase discipline and start changing our physiology, to develop mental clarity, develop calmness, relaxation. We do that every day during our normal work days, but then in times of crisis, in times of stress, in times of combat, that becomes another tool for our skill set. Okay, so take a deep breath. And now feel. Slow exhale. And feel. Inhale and feel. All right, so when you are doing deep breathing, you should be able to feel a change in your physiology. You should be able to feel the relaxation. I usually feel it starting in my chest. Take a deep breath and feel in your chest area. And when I do that, I can feel sort of a bubble of relaxation. And as I do that more, I can feel that bubble begin to grow and spread throughout my body. Do that a few more times. And now I can feel that spreading throughout my arms and my legs, radiating outward, growing that bubble of relaxation. Eventually, I begin to feel it in the palms of my hands. Once I feel that, I can feel it in the soles of my feet. What does it feel like? Well, it feels like energy or warmth or flow. Hard to describe, easy to feel. Practice that a few times. Notice your palms and the soles of your feet. See if you notice a feeling there. It will be subtle. If you're not able to feel that, or to help you to begin to feel that better, you can notice your pulse. I can feel my pulse in my fingers, in the palms of my hands, in my feet. My pulse is always there. As long as I'm living, my pulse is present. But I don't notice it. It's a subtlety that I don't notice. Part of being a protector is noticing subtleties. How is this scene? How is this environment? Is there a threat here? If there was a threat here, would I need to protect? Who would I need to protect? I have to start paying attention to subtleties. I need to notice when something's starting to go wrong so that I can act. I can take the initiative and act with proaction, not reaction. If I do that, if I become skillful at that, the freeze, flight, or fight response for me becomes flight or fight, whatever is the appropriate response. Freeze is not something I choose when I need to take action as a protector. Breathing, noticing subtleties, is a way to begin to develop the awareness of a protector. Take a deep breath. Feel. Relax. Begin to grow that energy. We are going to continue to provide for you for free on YouTube introductions to protector skill sets, as we're doing today, as we've done in the past. In addition, for those of you who wish to commit more, sharpen your edge, build out your protector skill set, we've started a Patreon. You can find the link in the comments below. On Patreon, you'll get access to exclusive content with detailed instructions on how to build your protector skill set and opportunities for other more in-depth training. I hope you can join us.